right, and welcome back to another episode of The Common Sense Experience, featured only on the Black Podcasters Network. I'm one of three. This is your host, Chuck, alongside my brothers, PG-13, and my boy, Amir. What's going on?
Mic check 1, 2. What is this, man?
What up, motherfuckers, man? Let's get it going, man.
But there's nothing PG-13 about this motherfucker. Let's say that.
I always had PG-13 all the way, baby.
This is TVMA.
That nigga is Malcolm X-rated.
I like that. I like
Imagine
that one.
Malcolm X being in a Future video. That's what it is. or a Malcolm X being in a DMX video.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I could probably see that happening anyway.
Yeah, I can see DMX rocking with Future. Okay, that's Jack.
Yeah,
Malcolm X beat the shit. If he's alive, beat the shit out of Future. Go ahead and say it. Say Molly Percocets. Go ahead, one more time. Come on, son. Come with it. Oh man,
Malcolm X come be like, nigga, what the fuck is Scoot?
Right. Malcolm X will definitely call him a nigga.
Scoot. What is Scoot? I need you to break that down for me, please.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, fellas, we're in for a good show today, man. Amir, what's on the agenda?
I got a high level of petty running through my veins today, y'all. A high level of petty, man. We always gonna get it real, man, but sometimes, you just, you can't always, obviously we're gonna cover the serious topics that we have to cover though, but, today, man, I would say excuse my level of petty though, but then that would be me not being petty by saying excuse me. So, it is what it is, man. We're gonna go in, man. We're gonna have some fun, man. But as always, man, Pete, man, what the fuck is on your mind, man? What the fuck is grinding your gears, man?
All right, man, so keep it. Right. I know we live in a world of technology and shit, social media, nothing is off limits nowadays. And I kind of got an issue with that. But before I dive into it, I just got a question. Has the black delegation discussed about trading Tyrese at all, or has it been done already? I'm fucking curious. You know what I'm saying? Lately, his moves been different. So I'm just wondering is it trade in discussion? I know free agency is coming to an end this year, this quarter. I'm just wondering if we are at least in talks with moving this motherfucker out the way.
I don't know if it's so much that we should get rid of him, because he hasn't been necessarily coding, but he's just been doing some really weird. He's proven himself to be. He's a weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo.
Come on, dog. We seen Baby Boy. Like that movie was just weird as shit.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my thing. I'm a firm believer that everything is not meant to seen by everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity or just a regular Joe Small like myself. You know what I'm saying? This man has some issues with his baby moms, and he's in court battle right now. He's in a custody battle with his baby moms over his daughter. It's some things going around that she's saying that he's been abusive. I don't know if that's true. It's alleged. And I mean, my thing is this, and this is like me being a dad. If I'm going through some shit and I know I'm a good dad, this is certain shit I'm not going to do on social media. Like, okay, for example, he has a restraining order right now. He can't be around his daughter, none of that shit. You know what I mean? This dude had a banner fly around his daughter's school saying, "Daddy loves you, bro." On top of him, come on, man. On top of him discussing everything about the fucking case on camera.
Right.
It's like, bro, what are you doing? Right. Do you really want your daughter back? That's how I look at it. It's just, I don't know, it's just certain shit, especially being a black man, bro. I just feel like it's already bad enough. Our rap is already bad enough. We don't need to add to the bullshit with our own nonsense. Sometimes we do kick our own ass. But nigga, stay off social media with certain shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it leads into other shit. You know, you see motherfuckers in hospital. You see in the hospital with the bands up, with the wristband and shit. Oh my God, hope I don't die today. It's just like, nigga, everything ain't meant for social networks, man. That's the shit that grandma gave. Everything is not for every fucking body. Everything does not have to be a fucking publicity stunt. Is it nothing sacred anymore? You know what I'm saying? Is it nothing sacred anymore? You know, to the point where it's like, yo, somebody get this nigga Tyrese phone, man. Somebody take this nigga shit away. Get you a yes. You got too many yes men around you. I don't know. I'm blabbering on, no, but it really pissed me off. Because, you know, as a father, I wouldn't want to put my kid out there. They don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever tactics you think you using, you're not thinking about your kid. You're thinking about yourself. Or am I tripping? Talk to me, y'all.
Because of the situation, and they said it was abuse, at first I was like, all right, you sound like a bitter bitch. Then when I heard about the flyers and all that shit, I'm like, I hope he didn't abuse the child. And I think it was just, was it just like he hit the child or something? It wasn't like, because I don't want to, you know, cast any aspersions on him that it was anything, any other type of abuse. It was just something to where it was like he hit her, something like that, right?
Yeah,
you actually know what kind of...
He was accused of putting a pause on the baby moms in front of the daughter. He was accused of putting his hands on his daughter abusively as well, yes. Okay,
all right. So, okay. You don't look good, bruh.
Nah.
Doing that type of shit. Yo, Tyrese has been... Tyrese is he's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's been borderline.
He's a fucking weirdo, dude. This is a weirdo dude. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this motherfucker Tyrese, man, because this nigga just does shit. And it's like, what is wrong with you? And he try to talk like he knows something, but he doesn't. Shout out to my cousin who was talking that dumb shit. Him as well.
Don't get my shit going,
on the last show.
Don't get me pissed off with it.
Yeah, I told you I feel like being petty, man. But it's just Tyrese, man. He's a weirdo. That's just what it is, man. He does weirdo shit. When you give a motherfucker the spotlight, they will mostly show who they are, for the most part.
Man, that's true shit. And before I end my grind, my gear segment, just to add on to the, let's take it away from Tyrese for a minute. It's just this whole social network shit, period, about sharing everything. We remember the Kevin Hart situation, right?
Yeah.
Fucking around. He was trying to. For those who don't know, he was supposedly about to get blackmailed from some side chick he was smashing, and before the video came out, he decided to, you know, be real about it and have an Instagram video on what the fuck went down. All right, cool. Do y'all know this man now has a comedy show coming up? Fuck, I forgot the name. Shit. My bad, y'all. I got a brain for that at the moment. But basically it has everything to do with what's been going on in his life. You know, like, remember we had this talk last time. The dude had Laugh on My Pain. Seriously funny. You know what I'm saying? All his comedic material was about his life. So Are we really surprised that a new comedy show is actually on the horizon, explaining all his infidelities and shit now? Like, and it's kind of,
the phenomenon is Kevin Hart is getting stale.
Whack. That's whack, bro. That's whack. Especially right now in these times, man. These is really about the bread. I get it, but so you got to think about your moves, man. Like, it's just right now in these times when there's a war going on outside, no man is safe for him. Especially a black man, dude. Like, you wanna put yourself out there as I did this, I'm a cheater, this, that, and the third, just as some fucking material.
Yeah. We don't talk about shit. The best comedians that we know, and Chuck, I know you want to get there, but the best comedians that we know are the comedians that talk about social issues, talk about that. Kevin Hart don't talk about shit, so that's all he can do.
Yeah.
And this is why, and it's no disrespect, but this is why a lot of comedians I'm like, all right, we love Kevin Hart. We're not saying he's not funny. I mean, the dude, he got jokes. He can rib. He can do this and that stuff, though. But he's not in that top tier class. So that's all he has. The phenomenon of Kevin Hart is gotten stale. And so this is what he has to go back to. That's all he can do.
Yeah.
That's all he can do. Is be a goddamn, is go ahead and, well, I'm just going to talk about my life, though. But after a while, it's like, all right, dude, you're cheating, your dad's on drugs, and you do all this stuff. All right, we got that. What else do you got? What else can you talk about that can actually, right? Because the job of a comedian is to go ahead and talk about shit that provokes thought. He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do that. No, he doesn't. Like, he's maxed out his comedic capacity, in my opinion.
Maxed out his comedic capacity.
Comedic tour it's called the Irresponsible Tour. I had to Google the name. 2017-2018 upcoming tour. Irresponsible Tour, bro.
Yeah. So he's just pretty much recycling shit. Right, that's all he's doing. But legends like Dave Chappelle, he's creating new kind. His 2 stand-ups on Netflix, that's original shit. Like he hasn't done those stand-ups before, right? And he touched on some sensitive issues like police brutality, the Bill Cosby situation, right? So that's how you know somebody's in their comedic genius, is when they can talk about social issues but make that shit funny.
Yeah,
but.
Kevin Hart is the funny ass nigga from the. Go ahead, Pete. My bad.
No. I was just like putting in my last 2 cents, but that's all. You can rock out. It's just crazy to me, man. Like, and it's not even, Kevin Hart. He's funny. He cool. He got his moments. You know what I mean? Comedic genius. Not in my opinion, no. But it's just like, you don't peep it. Like, it goes back to what Amir said about, niggas being puppets and the agendas and shit like that. You can't help but to wonder. Because Kevin Hart is not that stupid. You can't be that stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what it is. Do we got a gun in his head telling me I better not talk about this social justice shit? I don't know. My point is this. At the time of what's fucking going on, women against men, men against women, all this, that, and the third, especially us as a black community, we so fucking divided. You want to pull this shit out just so you can have a tour called Irresponsible. Now everybody, a team, whatever, Inoko, whatever the fuck her name is, Sunoco, and team niggas is team Kevin. Like, it's just, come on, man. You gotta put the bifocal glasses on and really understand some shit is not needed at the moment, man. That's just all I'm saying. I'm gonna end it like that, man. My gears be grinding forever, dog. It could be a whole show. It's just, in order for us to kind of, to peel back the onion on it, in order for us to fucking be actually together, be about this shit, some of this shit like this gotta decease. The Tyrese shit, all the corniness shit, social network make it so easy for motherfuckers to be purely dumbfoundedly corny. I don't even know if dumbfoundedly is a fucking word, but goddamn it is today. It's just, all right, P, shut up, man. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go on, boys.
Listen, man, I just auto-tune, man. I'm telling you, that somebody need to make a song called The Death of Alpha Male, because...
You said the death of Alpha Male. Wow.
Death of Alpha Male, man, because this motherfucker is out here. You seen the shit now. Everybody is coming out about sexual harassment now. They said with George Bush. I thought he was talking about George Bush Jr. Come on, Senior now.
Nah.
Bitches is coming out. I'm like, wow, you bitches got to be 60 now? Oh, shit. Are we fucking... So I'm telling y'all, man, listen, I don't stick up for creeps like George Bush. And I say creeps, I ain't even talking about the sexual harassment, just who they are as people in general. But I'm telling y'all, man, you see this shit, though. I'm telling y'all, man, be careful when they got these weirdo-ass niggas. Kevin Hart is one of them as well. He put on the dress. Tyrese, you hang with Tank, bruh. You hang with Tank and Jamie Foxx, so we know that maybe what Wendy said, even though fuck that bitch, maybe what she said got a little bit of truth to it, though, because you're a weirdo, dude. Kevin Hart, yeah. But speaking of, before I get into the topics, I gotta I'm not a parent. I'm not trying to come at women. How you raise your children, you know what I'm saying, how you raise your children, whatever, though. But when I see the chaos that goes on in the streets, man, and you see women, like, putting up, like, I wouldn't allow, you know what I'm saying, my mother, their own mother. You know what I'm saying? There's mothers, obviously, who are negligent, that, you were raised by, people were raised by, and whatever, though. They shouldn't be around your children, though. But it was almost like, all right, my mom's a good mom, but she still needs permission to spank her own grandchildren. Like, I can't imagine, Pete, your mom having to call you. To ask if she can whip Jag. I just can't imagine that. I can't, Charles. I can't imagine your granddad and rest in peace, Miss Gwendolyn, Reggio, asking Miss Arlene if she can whip you or your grandfather. I can't imagine him being like, hey, do you think it's all right if we whip Charles? Okay, no? All right, fair enough. No? I couldn't even my own older cousins. I mean, obviously it wasn't like, 15, 20 years or whatever, watch me. My mom was letting you watch me, and I act up. Especially if you family. Not to see if I'm at a daycare or something, or at school. Even back in the day, you got whipped in school. Before maybe a little bit before our time, but still. But to ask, your mom needs to ask, and you just see it, and they're like, nope, not my child, no. I'm just seeing that. So I'm just going to ask y'all, if I go into the topics, man, and just get both of y'all opinions, man. What do y'all think about this whole thing with these women? And I'm gonna fucking be specific. I'm not gonna fucking lie. These black girls out here who somehow think that their child it's like their child's almost like an accessory instead of a child, and they treat it like, you can't touch that, that's mine, that's this and that, or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying? No, Pete, you spoke to, obviously, the whole village, raise a child aspect, even within the post, though. So kind of get your opinions on that. You, Pete, obviously being a father, though, and Chuck, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you having kids or whatever, though. So what are your thoughts?
It's definitely it's definitely a different generation from when we were growing up. And what's the cause of it? I can't fucking say what the cause of it is. Times are changing. Of course, times are changing. But when you look at the mindset and the mentality of women today and men, particularly black men and women, it's sickening to the stomach, because for one, that's not what and how we were raised. It's not the shit that we grew up on. Like we all came from different mindsets. But
keyword raised, Charles. Keyword raised.
Raised. Well, yeah, that's true. That's a good point, because nowadays you have iPhones raising your kids. You have iPads, laptops, social media. That's raising your kids, right? Here, take this iPad while I cook dinner. Take this iPad while I do this, instead of sitting down having a conversation with your child, right? Or having your child help you make dinner, as opposed to make.
Somebody say church.
The church, not church, right?
No, church. I'm saying church.
Right, but the problem is that we give children options. Right, as a kid, I didn't have any fucking choices. My mother said it's either this way or you get your ass whipped. Point blank, period. Right, and people look at that as a negative. No, I'm 35. I'll be 35 next year. I've not suffered any consequences of getting my ass whipped as a kid. Right. Right. I'm not mentally fucked up. I'm not scratching myself or jamming a knife into my fucking thigh because I was getting beat as a kid. Right. And we put this negative spin on discipline when it comes to kids, man. And as a result, kids today are fucked up. The very thing that they were trying to avoid, they have now actually brought into the forefront, because now if you lay a hand on your kid, the kid can pick up the phone, call CPS, and they're taking your child away.
Well, Chuck, though, here's the question though: were they trying to avoid it, or is this the plan in the first place?
That's true. That's true. Government takeover. Right? They want to control and run everything. Right? And you said it earlier, man. This whole social media shit, man. People put any and everything on social media without even giving two fucks. It's like, yo, I'm putting this on social media, thinking it's safe. Like my nigga, TIA is behind Facebook, Instagram, all this shit, Google, we are connected online, which has made it a lot more easier for government corporations to do whatever the fuck they want to do with our information.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to switch two gears so much, but it ties into this. Like when we're talking about, discipline and raising kids, we just think that it's okay for them to get you a Facebook account. Go ahead and get on Instagram. Right. Go ahead and watch like this. Just jam this into their face and that's it. And we call that parenting. Fuck no. Sunday dinners. We at the table. Keep the phones away. Keep the phone. Matter of fact, don't even bring the phone to the kitchen. Having the Sunday dinner. Look, how was your week? What'd you learn at school? This is what I got going on. Right? We got away from that, man. We have, and it's showing. It's definitely showing. With the amount of challenges that we're seeing with our youth today, right? And people also say when we see people posting videos of kids fighting, man, we was fighting when we was kids, man. Come on, hell on, man. Like that fighting shit. The fighting is in my opinion, is not the issue, right? You got a problem with somebody, you're gonna fight. But the challenges is when they demonize the kids for fighting, right? The challenge is when you're sharing a video of kids fighting that has like 5 or 10,000 views. Then that's a problem, right? Because it's not entertainment. We need to figure out, okay, well, why are the kids fighting in the first place? We need to figure out why the kids are fighting in the first place, right? And then let them scrap it out, man. So I don't know. It's I'm not gonna lie. I'm very perturbed. I'm very worried that that we're going in a direction. And it's not even us, man, because it's our kids, man. And with parents who have that, because you're talking about the stats you put up earlier. It's parents with that mindset that's making shit even worse, because now the kid is justified, like, oh, my mother said you can't hit me. You hit me, I get to hit you back, right? Miss Jones, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. No, what? No, I don't give.
Miss Jones from the church. Yeah.
Miss Jones from the church. No,
slap the shit out of us.
Come on, man. That shit is crazy. Somebody put a post on Facebook, and I don't like regurgitating this type of shit, but the kid punched his mother in the face because she said something to him in front of his kids. Nigga, what? And the mother just stood there looking at him. Nigga, what? Let me put my hands on my son. We would not be having this conversation right now.
No, you wouldn't be alive.
I wouldn't be. And that's the problem. Kids, when those type
have to whoop you. If you put your hands on your mom in a space where there was no one else around, all of a sudden there'd be 20 people around out of nowhere whooping your ass.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm getting a whole stomp in my ass. I'm getting stumped the fuck out. My uncle's coming over. Josie's coming over. DeWitt's coming over.
Absolutely.
Ron J is like, I'm getting a whole stomped in my ass.
Absolutely.
But when kids see this video, like, I'm pretty sure it's going to go viral. Like, oh shit, this kid had enough balls to hit his mother in front of shit. I'm gonna try that shit, and that's where the issue comes in, right? So, all right, to make a long story short or a short story long, whatever, this shit is fucked up. That's all I got to say.
Pete, man, coming from your perspective, man, and Chuck, man, that was 100. Go ahead, man. Just let us know, man. You being a father, man, and seeing the bullshit. What's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, we can take this shit like so many places, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, they saw that question and just instantly said no. They didn't even think about it. They ain't even like, You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure when he posted it up, he wasn't talking about strangers and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're talking about if you know, if a family member, if you had, you know, your babysitters, what have you. Common sense,
Right.
at least in my opinion, should have told you that. I'm pretty sure this question posted by Brother Amir did not mean no fucking stranger whipping your kid's ass. Because A, you shouldn't even be having your kids with strangers anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't. That could have been into the question. Who knows? But everybody's so gangster on social networks, ain't they, man? Everybody's so. Yeah, I wish a nigga would. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. You know, it's cool. It's easy to not really be you on there, man, and put on a facade that says, yes, this is how I feel. Because I pretty much guarantee you, having these ladies, moms, just to be like, yeah, I whooped you. Okay.
Right.
this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I said, we could deal with this question in many ways. You want to go with the psychology part of it? Cool. A lot of these kids, you know, this generation had kids when they was young. There's a bunch of fucking going on. We wasn't doing this shit to have kids for real. It just so happens, he's sexy as fuck. He on the basketball team, Shorty is thinking. So boom, here comes the kid. You know what I mean? Fucking with no condoms on. It's a lot of shit. So, you know, if the kids is not really your kid, that's my best friend. That's my king. Yo, women who call their sons kings kills me. I'm sorry if I'm hitting any nerves. I'm sorry if I'm touching whatever the fuck. That's just me. It's just like, that's my king. That's my everything. That's my best friend. When the fuck did this happen? You know what I mean? Like, my pop always is, Pop, I'm not your friend. I'm your father. I'm your father first. Then I got older, then I had kids of my own. Now we kicking it. It's a cycle, man. It's a cycle of shit. Like, so I know I'm all over the place when answering your question, but it just could be a lot of things, man. You know, a lot of us had kids at a young age. You know, it wasn't meant to be. So you choosing different mentalities on how to raise your own, and half the time it's not what it's supposed to be, because you're like, fuck it, I'm grown. You're not grown, man. You're 18. It's just like, that's not the case, man. And now you get older, and you still got the same attitude you had when you was 18. So it's like, I wish a motherfucker would touch my child. But he over here opened all the fucking orange shoulders in the cashier's lane while we waiting to get our groceries put up. Like, what the fuck you mean? Oh man, how much time we got today, fellas? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me, man. The village, the whole raising, it takes a village to raise your kid is gone. The mentality of that is gone. You know what I mean? My mom, I had grandma Mildred and grandma Ida. You know what I'm saying? Like, mom working both jobs, and that equates into it too. Following up what Chuck was saying. You know what I mean? Mom's working 2 jobs and shit. The grandparents gotta watch you. The aunties gotta watch you. You damn right if you act up in front of them, they gonna whoop your ass. You know, like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? If you doing wrong, you gotta be disciplined. That's the way of the world. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, so I don't even know if I answered your question, man. I mean, it's so much. There's so many layers to this shit, bro. We can dive. This can be a show. This one question can be a show, dog, and we can go into it many ways. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's a lot of, you know, due to how we was doing us growing up in high school, this and the third. There's a lot of single parents. There's a lot of broken homes. There's a lot of parents not living with their moms or their pops, or living with their moms and their pops. So I'm just going. You know, it's a lot of shit, especially in our community, dog. But the only way to I guess to kind of sum up my babbling, the only way to really get this shit back to at least some type of structure, you gotta have that village mentality again, man. But we also broken. When the last time, you know, where the family reunions at? Where the we going to grandma's to play spades every other Saturday, at least once a month. We used to have that shit all the time. Everybody's so separated in the family, so divided within the family, ain't no community within your own family. you know, my last name Green, Fletcher, you know, I come from the Fletcher, the Greens on my pop side. It's everybody divided. Everybody got a favorite cousin. Everybody got their own agenda. It's no family camaraderie no more, too. And I know I hit another nerve, but it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Fuck it. I said I'm going to be petty. I'm going to say it. Fellas, just because you... Go ahead, my bad.
No, I said, talk your shit.
Yeah. Don't hold back, Nick.
Fellas, just because you're able to bust a nut in the bitch and she gets pregnant and she has a kid does not make you a parent.
Yeah.
It makes you biologically a father. It does not make you a parent. Ladies, just because you can get pregnant, have babies, and push them out does not make you a parent.
Facts.
Back in the days, the reason why there were Big Mama and all these other people around is because they knew that. And a lot of the bitches that could have babies were the ones that shouldn't have kids.
Hey, that is good.
What society, what this government has done is they have allowed spoiled bitches to raise irresponsible children to bring chaos among our communities. I'll say that again. Spoiled bitches raising irresponsible children to bring chaos amongst our community. And that's what they want. But you bitches don't see the plot because you're getting what you want. You fellas don't see the plot because you don't want to have to deal with a bitch that is spoiled by the system. And you think that you're getting away with something, yet you're continuing with the madness as well, but not even being a part of your child's life. And the system doesn't want you to be a part of your life, part of the child's life, because they want chaos. And they want these women to raise them, and they're raising them off of their emotion instead of off of their logic. Because they're damaged and they're fucked up, maybe because of shit they've been through. I don't know, whatever though. This is how they raise them. Little spoiled bitches. Not spoiled by their parents, by the system. Because the system allows bitches who ain't shit to have all these children.
Pretty much.
Because there is something called prison.
Yeah.
And there's something called the cemetery. And that's big business. And if we have spoiled bitches who have kids who just run rampant around, they're going to be in one of the two.
Yeah, but also remember that they reward it by saying, okay, well, you can get on child support, right? You can.
Right, they're rewarded. Right, that's what I'm saying. They're spoiled.
Yeah, they're spoiled
by the system.
Yep.
So they don't see that. Because again, all women are going to go after something that gives them what they want. Period. So when they don't have to listen to anybody, that's how they act. And this is what it is. And guys, you BANs who acquiesce to their whim and allow them to be spoiled little bitches that they are by going ahead and going away from man code, allow this behavior to continue. You do. And that's just simple. I don't know if I can sum it up any better than that. It is what it is. So again, a motherfucker can listen to this and think, oh man, you trying to come at motherfucking niggas. You just think you coming at bitches. Listen, man, I'm coming at both. And myself as well. Because I'm afflicted by some ills that I have to address my own self. So I can say this with a humble spirit. This isn't attacking. This is what it is. Because I know who the real enemy is. So I can say this without seeming like I'm better or I seem like I'm attacking. And this is what we have to deal with. But it's the truth. There's a lot of spoiled bitches raising irresponsible children. Even if they're in college, they're rude. They have no fucking manners. They don't know shit. So you got a kid here. He has a degree and he doesn't know how to treat bitches. Now you wondering why your kid is around slapping the hoe. But I was like, he was a good kid. Yeah. Is that what you thought?
He was a good man. He was a good man.
Good man. He was a good, clean man.
Hey man, keyword and all that is bitches, by the way. And that, there is a distinct difference between bitches and women because you actually have one lovely lady on your stat that not even reiterated, but sparked the which sparked the whole "it takes a village" mentality. You know what I was trying to say, because she said it. She's like, "Yo, if my family," she got the gist of your question, bro. She said, "If my family was watching my kid, absolutely discipline them. Let me know. It takes a village.
Just don't punch them. Don't do stuff right.
No,
don't abuse them. But
don't abuse them. Don't abuse the little nigga, but teach him right from wrong while he's in your hands. While I'm at work doing what I need to do." So shout out to her, because she got the gist of what you was trying to say and explained it in a great detailed statement. So it's that key way of thinking, man.
She definitely doesn't go into the spoiled bitch, thinking again. I don't want to say every woman on that. I don't know what all women have been through though, but there's a lot of women, a lot of young ladies out there who are just spoiled bitches, and they think and they want to talk like they bad bitches. No, you're fucking rude. You're fucking rude, and you're still a little girl, because you grew up and your pussy might be this and that or whatever. I don't give a fuck. You're still a little girl. How you think, and guys too. You're still little niggas.
Notice the ones that are.
And that young lady, her name, by the way, I want to, Vanessa Wilkie is her name.
Okay, Ms. Wilkie, appreciate that. Thank you for letting us know it's still y'all out there. Yeah. For real, because at the end of the day, I don't think Ms. Wilkie would say I'm a bad bitch. Notice who say those terms, bad bitch and get you and me and all of that shit. So, you can tell the difference, man. Fellas, stop encouraging this shit. God damn it. Y'all giving them power.
All right, speaking of, that was a great time, but we got to definitely cover that again, fellas, for a very soon show. But, okay, speaking of bitch shit, man, gentrification, man. We're going to talk about it a little bit, man. All right, gentrification. We know what's been going on, man. If you don't know what's going on, I don't know if you've been, somewhere hiding or whatever, though, but it's running rampant, specifically here in the city of Buffalo. So I guess just getting right into it, fellas. People obviously talk about the negative aspects of gentrification. People talk about the good aspects of gentrification. So, in your opinion, is gentrification a good thing? And how do we as black people, in your opinions, combat it? I guess I'll start with Chuck, and then Pete, go ahead and answer after that.
I guess there are pros and cons to gentrification. However, I'll use a real live example. So here in Baltimore, I'm sure it's going on everywhere, but a particular area here in Baltimore where Johns Hopkins Hospital is, the area around it's not in the best neighborhood. Like, we're constantly getting emails every so often about somebody getting robbed or somebody getting something happening to somebody. If you're going to do renovations on a particular area, if your plan is to build up the area, you have to take into consideration where the people who can't afford to stay there, where they're going. Like that has to be part of the plan, because what I think is happening here in Baltimore is that they're going to start trying to push anybody who can afford to stay in this area out to the county, and they're moving the county people into the city. See, right now it's the opposite, right? A lot of the wealthy people obviously live in the county, and a lot of the, I would like using this word, but the not so well-off people stay in the city. But that's, I think, what they're trying to reverse it. So if they're going to go through that process, then yeah, they have to take into consideration, okay, well, we have 100,000 people in this particular area of Baltimore City. This is what's going to happen if we renovate, we improve housing, raise the rent or whatever. So I don't think this is an easily as an answerable question, because like I said, there's so many different factors involved. And of course, we know there's some people behind it who are strictly trying to move black people out. They're trying to push black people wherever and they don't care where they land. They're like, look, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of this area.
Shout out to Byron Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reverend Darius Pritchard, shout out to you as well. Go ahead, Charles.
Man. So it's going to be interesting. And I always bring this up every so often about the Dan Gilbert shit, building a prison, and it's not being talked about. That's what's pissing me off. Is that it's not being talked about. Like they think that this shit is okay.
Doing it right now, man. Just keep it going, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make it sound like nigga, what the fuck is a state of the art prison? Like, bro, come on, like, come on.
Couple Pablo Picasso pictures, maybe some Monets.
Right. We got flat screen TVs. Nigga, this is a prison. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, flat screen.
Trying to make this shit sound legit. Oh, it should be pissing me off. But all right, so let's look at Detroit, because that's where he's building the prison. So look at Detroit, right? They do. They're starting to do the gentrification. How come I can't say the word? The G word. they're trying to do the G word, and they're like, okay, well, all these black people are misplaced. We got a brand new $1 billion fucking infrastructure of a prison. Let's throw these motherfuckers in there for petty shit. Oh, you ain't paid child support? Going to prison. Right? Oh, you got a traffic ticket? Going to prison. Right? So me personally, I believe it's more bad than good that can come from it, because it rarely is a situation like this going to work out for black people, if at all. Right? So to answer your question, how can we put ourselves in a position to benefit from it, although it's not really designed for us? Well, we talk about it a lot, right? Entrepreneurship, right? We have to start looking at starting our own businesses. We have to start looking at stop relying on somebody else to pay our fucking bills, right? And I'm still a W-2, and it fucking drives me every fucking day I swipe my fucking card. It shit just drives me fucking nuts. Like, damn, I'm really relying on another motherfucker to pay my fucking bills, take care of my family, right? So looking at it from that perspective, like, okay, well, how can we get and we can start from young, like our kids, like get our kids into the business programs. Start them as young as 7 to 8 years old. Like get their hands on something that they can turn into a business, like a skill, whether it's like computer programming or building something like a computer or something, right? And we can start them young, 7 to 8 years old. So I hope I answered the question. So one, to combat it or to benefit from it is, one, we have to look at entrepreneurship like more seriously. Like, all right, well, how can we put ourselves in business? So if they do say if we don't own the housing where we live in, let's say they do raise the rent an extra $500 or $600, bam, we got it. I'm saying I did operate business differently and get some more sales coming in, and bam, I'm cool. I'm good. So that's my answer.
Yeah, man. I mean, entrepreneurship is obviously a major tool in any type of building up any people.
Yeah.
So that's a great answer. Pete, man, what are your thoughts, man?
Gentrification, the process of renovating and improving a house or district so that it conforms to middle class taste. Your question was, is gentrification a good thing for us? Am I correct? That's what it was, right? Okay, so if gentrification is the process of renovating and improving a house or district so it can conform to the middle class, and say, like, I don't know, for example, the Fruit Belt. My parents live, I grew up in the Fruit Belt, Buffalo, New York, Locust Street. Shout out to Mom and Pops, they still there. And for those that don't know, UB been buying up a lot of property around there. It's right in the Roswell, Buffalo General. UB own that shit now. They've been like bullying motherfuckers to move and give them bullshit bread. So if they're just doing the one part of the definition, which is renovating, but not doing the second part, which is improving, I would say that's fucked up, right? And I don't know. Right. That's kind of fucked up. So I would say no, bro. If it's not helping the community that's already there, No, absolutely not. And I'm just speaking on what I'm seeing in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? And I never was a political dude. I believe all politics is dirty, is grimy. The word politics itself is a grimy word anyway. And y'all intertwine that with the government is beyond me. But if y'all not improving, if y'all kicking old people, if y'all keep, it's what it is. I'm the person that just like get to the bread and the meat and the potatoes of it, man. I don't know the big fancy words. I don't know, all the bullshit rhetoric, all of that. All I know is if you forcing old people to move out of senior citizen homes, if you forcing people to move out of homes that they built themselves and, had 30-year mortgages and been there for 50 years and finally paid the mortgage off the shit and they actually own some shit, if y'all forcing them people out just to build some shit so y'all can have certain people come in, that's not helping. That's breaking new records, dog. That's fucked up. Gentrification is fucked up if that's what you're doing. You just renovating but not improving the people's lives that's already there, that already put the blood, sweat, and tears into the community. That may have been, to what Chuck's saying, that may have been entrepreneurs, but y'all got so gangster with the taxes and the bullying aspect to make them move out. They was forced to move out and leave what they put their whole life savings into for. So to answer your question, bro, if that's what it is, and if that's what it is, if that's just doing one part of the definition, then no, gentrification is not good. Y'all gotta add the improving part. I don't know if y'all just said fuck the improving part, but I gotta add that to it too.
Yeah, facts.
That's a major fucking fact, man. I mean, gentrification, man.
He said gentrification.
That's what the fuck it is, man. And white people, man, listen, man, in these joints, man, you're getting this money, man. Buy properties, man, in these cities. This money, man, I mean, it's coming. So find a way to go ahead and invest in it and get a part of it while we can. Buy up the blocks, man. You motherfuckers just buy up shit, just stunt, and do all this other shit. And, and some of y'all stunt, stay in the hood. Some of y'all stunt, go out to white neighborhoods and white people that, would much rather hang you, but it's, while you're out there, but you're happy to be out there, though. We got, Charles said, man, to get into entrepreneurship. As Pete alluded to, man, this is all, smoke and mirrors. It looks good. They're not building up the city. They're not building up these cities for you. Not coming back into the city for you. UB is not doing what they're doing for you. They're not trying to go ahead and possibly build a stadium. The Bakulas are not for you. So understand they're trying to get you the fuck out. I hate to use the word, because I always like, well, saying, no, we went out here just acting crazy. Trust me, that's by design. The reason why there is chaos is because the first thing of anything is survival. So this is what these kids do, and there's chaos, and there's no discipline or anything like that, though. So we have to get to a point to where we get grassroots and really come together, though, because listen, you're not going to beat this system by trying to work with it. I don't know why people think that. Let me try to work my way inside the corrupt system and figure out a way to have it work. Nah, bruh.
No, that shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening.
Good luck. It didn't work before you. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you've been. And you got to know where you are. A lot of us don't know where we are. This is illusion by smoke and mirrors, man, though. So, yeah, man. All right, man. Also, another thing that happened here in Buffalo, man. A cop, a young cop, I want to see, was 32, 33, something like that, recently drowned. Here, I think he was doing like something like a scuba sort of exercise or whatever, though, and he ended up getting lost underneath the water or whatever, though, and his body ended up being found, though, and I want to send condolences out to his family, though. we don't want to see that happen to anybody, though. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the job they decide to take that we might agree with or disagree with. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, you know, it's an innocent life. But at the same point in time, we got to also be honest, man. I mean, I don't see them when something happens to us. I don't see cops, you know, gathering around. I don't see these quote unquote good cops gathering around when the bad cops take innocent lives, particularly black lives, when they kill us in the streets. I didn't see any of them gathering around when Eric Garner got killed, or any, you know what I'm saying, or Mike Brown, or you know what I'm saying, or anybody. And so, just to kind of get your thoughts, I mean, I don't know. There was a part of me that was like, okay, this is the innocent life. And there was also a part of me like, I hate it. Shit, hey, man, shit. Hey. I don't wish for him to die though. But I mean, am I shedding a tear? I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm wrong, and I don't feel like I'm wrong. I mean, do y'all? And is there a difference in your own opinions on a black cop and a white cop? Just gonna get your thoughts, Pete. What's your thoughts on that, brother?
Yeah, it's funny you say this, right? Because first of all, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. It's fucked up. You know why you feel like you are wrong? Because you got morals, bro. You're a good dude. You got a good heart. And it's fucked up because I feel the exact same way, Amir. I feel the exact same fucking way. Like, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? You know, sorry, dude lost his life and shit. It's like, where is that same sympathy when these motherfuckers is killing people that ain't no criminals? Killing black people that's not no criminals. That's not threatening their lives. They just killing these niggas. So you're not wrong for feeling that way, bruh. You know what I mean? You're a good dude for even having, like, shit, I feel bad for feeling this way. And us as black men, it's like, goddamn, where's your sympathy for us? But anyway, the reason why I said it's funny you brought this up, so keep it. One of my sister's friends, right? This dude, I don't say his name, cool dude. He recently became a cop, right? Yeah. He's a barber. You know, he cut my pop's hair when I come to town in Buffalo. I get my hair cut from him. He lives around the way. I know him because, you know, my sister was doing the debutante ball shit. Long story short, and I had to be the escort for Little Sis, and so I met all her friends. And so I knew dude, like him, my sister and dude stayed in touch throughout the years. He recently became a cop. And I say that to say, I just see different demeanor now. And through all his Instagram and all his Facebook, everything is in blue. Everything is about the dude that died. You know, got pictures of the dude and his dog and shit like that. And it's just, I never saw the same energy with Eric Gardner and Tamir Rice or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? He's always kind of a cocky dude, so him becoming a cop, I kind of like, do you need to be a cop, bro? Everybody, I got my own suspicions. That's just me. It's like, I feel certain attitude, you don't got to be a cop, bro. It's just going to enhance the shit you already got in you. But anyway, you know, the cut different. You got the high top fade and all that. Got the white girlfriend now and shit. And so it's just like everything is different. But everything is all about homie recently. It's just like, bro, where was that same energy? But it's like, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. Because like I said, I felt dude shouldn't have been a cop anyway. But congratulations, whatever. You know, cool dude, but it's just there was that same energy, man. And it hurts for you to even have to say that, but it's like you got to say that because that's how the world is. Like, y'all got an excuse for why he killed these niggas, man. Y'all got an excuse. And all the excuses is bullshit. But him, it's like, oh my God, y'all didn't even know the man. Y'all ain't know the dude. Y'all ain't know his record. Y'all ain't know his history. Yeah, it's fucked up he died and he went out the way he went. But do we really know the man? If he was black and, you know, Rose was red, something would happen. You know, Tamir Rice, he smoked weed. He had to die. Trayvon Martin, he smoked weed. He had to die. Had a hoodie. Like, come on. It's bullshit, man. And it's in our psyche because as a black men, this is what the fuck we unfortunately got to go through in life. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, it's crazy, man. But, nah, bro, you're not wrong. I feel the same way. A long answer to end a long answer. I feel the exact same way, fam. It's like, damn, I'm sorry homie passed. There's, RIP, condolences to his family and everything. But what I just did, I gave all of that. Y'all don't even give us that. Well, y'all don't give Tamara Rice people that. Y'all don't give, Aaron Gavage people that. Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, bro. Where is the feminist for Sandra Bland at, dog? Like, I can go deep, man. Let me chill, but you're not wrong, bro.
I mean, I listen. I've obviously, I brought up the question. So obviously, I feel you, man. It's just, it's a fucked up thing when you're pissed off in this. You know what I'm saying, though, when your morality kind of combat each other. It's like, damn, all right, I want to be moral right now, but shit, like, you know what I mean, like, and is this person? Should I make him responsible for the shit that other people have done? But it's like, you put on that badge. I know you don't give a fuck if somebody that has a badge does that shit to us, though, man. Before I go ahead and go in and we get on to, I'm saying, though, Chuck, man, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, we can't cry no more. We can't cry for anybody else because we're crying for our own people. Every time I see the Philando Castile video, man, my shit starts watering up. As a matter of fact, I was watching the Khalif Browder joint on Netflix, and
checked it out. Okay,
yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, man. Fucking bananas, man. That shit, oh my goodness, that cat, man. But towards the end of the documentary, they're going through all the police killings, and sure enough, as soon as the Philando Castile shit popped up, my shit started watering. I'm like, yo, like, for anybody to say black people should stop complaining, for black people to stop focusing on the nigga, like, we've been going through this shit for years. Come on, man. Like,
shit, at this point, centuries, yeah, fucking centuries, man. And it's fucked up what happened to the officer, but at the same time, man, it's like, you're right. Like, where are they when because there's some good cops out there. Of course, there's some good cops, right? There's bad apples in any fucking profession. I don't give a fuck what it is. There's bad apples, but where are the good apples standing up for the bad apples? That, for example, that white Nazi bitch, Betty, what is her name? Betty Shelby, whatever her shit is. Oh, you talking about Betty Shelby, Betty Shelby. Is that the bitch who shot the guy in the
fucking
in the street
murder
for help or some shit?
Fucking murder.
Yeah, they taking it off the record, son.
Yo,
I see that shit.
Come on, man.
Yo,
come on, bro. Like, so.
Yo, you taking a murder? Wait, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You taking a murder, bro, off of someone's record.
Yeah.
Like, just think about that shit.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
And we sitting here having a question of asking, are we wrong for feeling how the fuck we feel? Yeah. Man.
Nah.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you're good, man. Yeah, you're good, man. And I mean, of course, we don't wish death on any. Well, let me take that back. We don't wish death on certain, let's say, law enforcement, right? There's some there's cops out there, black or white, who, like, yo, top of the line motherfucking police officers. But when one passes away, it's like, all right, cool. That's not cool, but it's like, yo, I'm sorry for the family with a loss or whatever. But we're still being killed, right? We're still having these issues. We're still having cops murder people in the fucking murder and having that shit expunged off the fucking record. When Khalif fucking Browder was innocent, this nigga spent 3 years in Rikers and killed his fucking. Come on, dog. This motherfucker spent 3 years in Rikers for some shit that he didn't do.
I'm laughing at you from crying, by the way. It ain't funny, but
it's not. Yo, it's 2:00 in the morning. All right, well, you're good to go now. Like, come on, man. Like, people. First of all, for anybody to say anything to black people, they're fucking ignorant. They're fucking they're immoral, and I don't know, man. This shit just it's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. We talk about all the time, like, it's not too off subject, but talking about Black Wall Street, like, we was minding our own fucking business. We was just fucking chilling. Like, we was doing good. We wasn't fucking with nobody. We wasn't getting shit for no white man. We had our own community, hospitals, restaurants, mom and pop shops. We had everything. But then these motherfuckers want to come in and one of, if not the biggest terrorist act on American soil. They're talking about this Vegas shooting. Not the Vegas shooting. The fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Are you talking about that shit where a guy was able to go ahead and shoot 200, 300 people?
Oh yeah. This nigga took fucking
artillery into a goddamn hotel. Okay, fair enough.
Well, yeah, and they didn't catch no shit on camera. Come on.
That people his brother just got arrested for?
What was it? Was it arrested for?
Child pornography. So we had more levels to the stories and shit to keep y'all niggas. Let me chill, man. Go ahead, man. I'm interrupting a lot. I'm sorry, y'all boys.
Nah, you're good, man. Good, bro.
Man.
They would fucking have us be fucking harassed if we brought in extra luggage at a hotel. All right, that was like all the weapons. One person. Nobody said, "All right, dude, that's 10 bags, bro."
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But you know what the problem is, though? Hey, fellas, you know the problem.
We don't.
You mean to tell me he did all that shit in one trip? He did all that in one trip, bro? One trip? Okay.
No, but here's the issue. And I was pissed off and I shouldn't let it get me off, but I can't believe people are really doing this shit. People are posting all over social media that Cardi B is getting married. Who the fuck cares? I don't give a fuck that she's getting married.
There was just a Gucci Man wedding that was just shown on TV, bro.
They putting that shit on Instagram. Oh, Gucci Man.
Like, who the fuck is the bitch he's marrying? Why is this shit happening? Like, they don't need Gucci Man. Gucci Man didn't have a show. Why the fuck are we showing his wedding?
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
The Gucci Man wedding with this thought bag gets shown. We didn't even show Jay-Z and Beyonce. I still don't know if they're married.
That's because that's because like they do it like they don't put their shit out on social media like that.
I'm just saying it's like why? Yeah, it's like I mean I get you, man. It's crazy, man.
And people are sharing this shit. Like, look, stop sharing this shit on my time. Look.
You know how bad they don't give a fuck about like what y'all think. Just think about. Hold on, I keep hitting like I just want to add a point. Yo, the Gucci Man, whatever the Gucci Man shit, they got married, right? They showed the wedding first, and now they got a whole series about what led up to the wedding. So y'all motherfuckers watched the wedding first, and now y'all gonna watch the whole season about how they got to that point? Like y'all already got the conclusion. So it's like, dude, man, we can talk about this forever, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, B. But
listen, man,
we live in, man. Fucking where we live in, man.
As it pertains to the cop situation, man, black people need to stop caring about hurting white people's feelings as it pertains to issues.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to.
Is it that though, or do we just really fucking care? Is it that though? Like we some caring people. Like I don't know, man.
But we have to stop. But it's not wrong to care. We have to stop caring what these motherfuckers think, though, as it pertains to issues that affect us, and acting like we have to walk on eggshells about shit that affects us, like somehow it's reverse racism, or somehow we're being insensitive. Fuck that.
Right.
Because when Mike Brown was killed, there were people out there that were holding motherfucking, what would you call it, a charity for the killer that was standing outside near and around where Mike Brown was killed, for Darren Wilson. No respect. What if we would have done that for the what's the bitch that killed her daughter, the mother?
The who?
Oh, Lacey something. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What if we would have did that for her? what if we go ahead and we make sure that us as men go ahead and put out a charity for Harvey Weinstein? How would y'all feel? You fucks? Feel sorry for women that said yes, but don't feel sorry for a man that was killed on camera in Eric Gardner. Suck my dick. Get the fuck out of here, man. I got time to fuck around. What the fuck are we talking about? Plus, feel sorry for these women that said yes 30 years ago. Now they ain't got fame no more. But don't feel sorry for Eric Gardner and his family. Y'all want to go ahead and get these people off for murder. That was caught on camera. And the guy who taped it was arrested. Not the cops.
That's sadistic, dog. That's straight demonic, sadistic type shit right there, man. That shit is fucking crazy.
But trust the system. Fuck out of here. Suck my dick. Listen, man, because I can go into this shit. Speaking of faggotry, man, I gotta talk about it. Little B was recently jumped.
Before you jumped, when you really jumped, go ahead, bro.
Let's just use context, please. When he jumped, was recently jumped. Recently jumped by the little niggas that took Tyrese's Alizé and little baby boy.
Oh shit. Hey, Boogie, man, P&B Rock. I'm drowning.
Listen, man. It's A Boogie and P&B Rock, right? Lil B, to his credit, and Lil B has had shit where he's talked about I'm gay and I'm this and I'm that. So we can get into we can go into that another day though. But I do applaud what he at least had to say afterwards. You know what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? I don't hate y'all, love y'all, whatever though. Whether that was just for the cameras and he actually got boys who's gonna make sure to get at these niggas, whatever though, because he does have a following. So if Lil B asks people to get these motherfuckers jumped, he could. He has enough of a following to do that.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and so so you forgive them, you say you love them, and whatever though for doing that. So, in your opinion, man, do y'all think that he was being a punk for that? And do y'all think that we need more MCs to be positive or to, though, like, we grew up where, there was a beef almost every day in hip hop. So, I mean, we come from that though. But again, like Pete alluded to, this was so bad. It almost seemed staged to a degree. But what are your thoughts on Lil B's comments, on how he responded? And do y'all think that we do need more positivity, more MCs to be more positive in this day and age, man?
Yeah. These niggas had backpacks on and soft-ass music shoes.
These niggas had Lunchables.
Oh, shit. Had on, what is little tight-ass jeggings and shit like that? Yo, the man was
a got jumped by Dora the Explorer.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. You know what's funny, though? Like, let me switch to the question, man. Love that. Yo, you know what's funny? Any question you ask, was he a punk or Lil B? Was he a punk for promoting peace, or was he? We come from an area where
we grew up with the aggression.
That's why I'm saying. That's why you're asking that question. That's why you alluded to that part in the question, because of how the fuck the '90s was and all that. You know what I mean? Hip hop was some grimy shit. But respect to Lil B. And also, for those that don't know the whole story, A Boogie handled it. He kind of handled it. He did handle it fucked up, but he had a reason. Lil B was talking his shit. He compared the nigga to Dave Loaf, man. Like he had some tweets. He had some tweets a couple months back. A Boogie got a track called "Drowning" and shit. My son loves it. I ain't gonna front. I like the beat. It's dope. But he was like clowning. Little B was clowning his single, comparing it to a Dave Loaf track. So Lil B was going in, and apparently A Boogie was looking for that smoke. But shout out to Lil B for not making the situation worse, because it could have got worse. It was in Lil B's hometown. You got every rapper screaming on stage, he must protect Lil B. So it could have got ugly. But instead, Lil B was like, nah, chill, it's cool. It's squash now, apparently, and that's real shit, man. That's dope, and I commend him for that. That wasn't no punk move. That was a grown-ass man move. That was a legitimate, I'm not going to fuck up my money move, because it could have got worse. And niggas could have got up unnecessarily hurt, and it wasn't even in between them. You know how niggas in the crews do, they got to prove something. They got to keep being there to get the bread while the breadwinner is eating. So you would have had somebody in the crew do some dumb shit, and it would have got worse than what it is. So I commend Lil B for that, man. That was cool.
Yeah, I agree.
But
that's that. I agree, but shit. That's the...
We grew up with the aggression, man.
Man.
But you know what, though? I mean, in all seriousness, though, man, I do at the end of the day. I agree with how because it can get ugly, but how ugly can it get after a pillow fight? Chuck.
How ugly can it get
after?
What are
your thoughts, man?
All right, so
Schoolboy Q was with the shit. He's ready to get it popping. That's what I'm saying. Schoolboy is out there ready to. But yeah, man, talk your shit.
Yeah, I share the same thoughts with Pete. You know, that's not no punk shit, right? That's him not fucking up the money, right? He knew what was at stake, and he knew I can retaliate, or I can do X, Y, and Z. But you know, let me not do this, right? Let me think bigger. Let me be mature in this type of situation. I was listening to an interview Snoop did this a couple of years ago, and it was talking about a time when him and Pac was in New York City, and they came up on Nas, and I guess Tupac and Nas was about to get into it, and Snoop said Nas had at least, I think, 20, 30 goons behind him. 30
niggas.
Yeah, like, I know the story. And all Nas had to do was give the word, and Snoop and Pac would have been dead, like right on the spot. And he said, as a result of that, as a result of Nas not giving the go, like, he said he respected Nas ever since then. Like he Nas could have had him killed in a matter of seconds, and he chose not to. Right, so it's kind of similar to this situation. Like, yeah, he could have retaliated, he could have did something. Nah, he took the bigger approach. He said, "Nah, fuck that. Let me just, I forgive y'all. Whatever the case, whatever disagreements, whatever shit happened. Look, that's cool. Let's just build. Like, let's go forward with this shit, right? And that's how it should be. Like, there really shouldn't be. And I think we were talking about that at the top of the show, man. It's like where, as kids we growing up, that's how we got through our problems. We beefed, right? And of course, there was some retaliation. But then some instances there weren't retaliations. Like, all right, we fought, cool. All right, let's what's next? All right, I done fought a couple of my child Amir growing up on Hewitt. I don't remember if you remember. You probably don't know. I fought was it Huck? Remember Huck? Tim and Huck and Julian. And no, it wasn't Huck. It was Tim.
Okay.
All right, I fought Tim. Right, so we fought. The next day he came to my house. We made up. We made up. It was like, it's cool, disagreement, whatever. And then we just went on from there, right? So, yeah.
Thinking about the jumping, it was almost like two fights. It was almost like me when I fought the dude at 6'8", DeMario.
Oh yeah.
And it was like when you and Donnie fought, which is funny.
Yeah, that
didn't hit each other.
That was a Matrix. That was a Matrix fight right there, nigga.
Shout out to Donald Osteen, man. Where you at, man?
That shit was the Matrix, like shit. These
niggas,
oh shit,
these niggas were right. Like balls were right on top of each other, and they weren't hitting each other, but they were swinging hard as fuck. Yo, oh my God!
We started the Matrix, bro. That's us.
Started the Matrix, man. Y'all owe money.
Damn,
listen, man. I don't want to go too hard to this shit because it wasn't a jumping, as Pete alluded to, though, man. But it's yeah, man. It's I applaud Lil B. But like, man, if I gonna jump, motherfuckers, we come from the era, man. We anteed up, man. We MOP. You gonna do something? I mean, god damn, motherfucker get jumped. He ain't supposed to. That nigga, the way he stood there, Charles, you gotta watch the video, dude. You gotta watch the video. It's on my Facebook. You gotta watch it, man.
You know, I watched it. They beat the shit out of it. Yeah, they stomped the shit. They
didn't do shit.
You said they didn't do shit.
The man jumped right on stage afterwards, and I scratched on him saying, "Yo, I just got jumped, but I forgive him though."
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
I've seen more aggression during the Care Bear countdown.
Yeah.
Yo, man, but shout out to Lil B, man. You handle it like a G, man, a grown ass man, though. I mean, I gotta give you that. All the other bullshit you do, all right, bruh, that's for another day. Chuck, man, before we get into our sports segment, you know what I mean? No, this is the petty joint, though, so, you know, we kind of going in or whatever, though, but anything kind of on your mind, brother?
So it was the Cardi B shit, but I'm on Instagram right now, and I just saw a post. And Pete, I think you put it up there earlier, where the airplane was hit with some shit at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
like at the front of the plane. And I'm looking at this fucking...
The Oklahoma City Thunder's plane. They was coming home from a game. I'm not on them boys.
Yeah. And Charlemagne put this on... I'm going to read what he says really quick. He says, this is Charlemagne the guy. He said, this is what happens when you don't brief the president on extraterrestrials because you don't want him to spill the beans about all over Twitter.
You gotta say a fucking bird did that shit, bro.
Yeah, ain't a fucking bird. Nah.
At night.
At night, yeah, nah. Yeah, that shit. Some shit metal hit that shit. Like some shit metal, they probably was some shit that was metal. But Charlemagne, the guy hit it right on the head. You know, I mean, we already know that there's like UFO cover-ups. I mean, that shit.
You see what Walker said? Walker Flocka, he went up on there. He was like, y'all don't want to say aliens don't exist. Yeah. I'm like, shit, man. Yo, they keep trying to Walker. Yo, he's not as articulate, bro. But the shit he be don't not. These motherfuckers, they want you to think they crazy just because they, you know, they ain't had the best education. They came from a certain way, man. But shout out to Walker, man. He came from nigga was young, dumb, doing all the silly shit. He was going for Gucci, man. Now he already getting it, man. Like, but he's spitting some truth. Like yo, the nose of the fucking front of the plane is dented inside, dude. A bird ain't do that shit. Unless it was a pterodactyl, motherfucker. Like,
we know where aliens come from. Europe.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm just joking with y'all white people.
Yeah. There's definitely been there's definitely been government cover-ups on UFOs and shit, man. That shit, you know, I believe wholeheartedly, as vast as this motherfucking universe is, that we are not the only life forms in this fucking in this universe.
I hope not. Have you seen humans? God, I hope we're not the only species on the planet. Please let there be something else.
Nah, they probably looking down on us like, yo, these motherfuckers is fucked up. Like, they have no idea how to live life. This is fucking crazy. Everybody can win. Everybody can fucking win. Bro. But you motherfuckers choose to have a top 1% and a top 3%ers, and everybody else is fucking struggling. You fucking humans.
Right.
So it was that Cardi B shit, man. I just get so furious, man, when people start posting that shit. Like, stop sharing that shit. I don't want to see that shit on my timeline. Right? If y'all ever see me post some celebrity shit like that, y'all need to call me right away. You know, Chuck, for you, you good? What the fuck is wrong? I see you sharing the latest episode of the real hip hop wives of Atlanta when one of the motherfuckers hit the chick on the show, like some shit. Like, yo, y'all need to check in on me.
Nigga combined two shows. That's how you know it's real.
I said it again, P.
I said you combine two shows. That's how I know you're real. This is the real hip hop wives of Atlanta. Like, we know you don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, y'all don't fuck with it at all.
That was funny.
and the bitch married a motherfucker from Migos. I'm just wondering, can you imagine the conversations between Cardi B and Offset?
Yeah, that's funny, man.
A mumble rapper and Cardi B talking. That's the conversation.
The funny thing is, niggas really think this shit is real though. That's the funny thing. But I'm gonna keep my gun to myself. I wish I had happiness.
I actually watched a little bit. You see even the hug though. I was like, what this bitch motherfucker? If motherfucker proposed, if I proposed to a bitch, and she
this man got on the new spin and verse.
She gave.
Are you talking about Cardi? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, either one, pick one.
Oh yeah, they all talk the same. Bro, you Cardi B? No, me. I'm saying. Damn, yo, fucking crazy.
So what's your answer? I'ma say I do. And I'm so fucking oh man. Jesus Christ, you're living in the world of fucking speaking of retardation, gotta talk about alright, the Buffalo Bills are 4-2. That's good.
4-2, baby. Yep.
4-2. I was saying retardation because I hate the fact. I feel like a retard. I hate the fact that yeah, I'm a Bills fan. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's an abusive relationship, man. I'm getting abused. Why am I still in this relationship, man? I'm getting my ass whooped. I'm getting Ike Turner, Harvey Weinstein. I'm getting all that shit from the Bills, man. They just beating the shit out of me and abusing me, man. I don't deserve this though. But we're 4-2. We got rid of Marcel Darius. How you feel about that, Pete? First of all.
It had to be done, man. It had to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And he went to Jacksonville?
That hurts. I wish he wasn't here in the AFC still, and he went to Jacksonville, which already is trending on the top, one of the top defenses in the NFL. So
he's there with Pelesny, right?
Marone, Doug Marone out there. Pelesny, I don't know if he's still. I don't know. I just know Doug Marone out there. He coaching. So.
Okay, I know Paul Pelesny. I went there.
I know he was there. Yeah. He may still be there. I haven't heard his name much, but yeah. So he already going to like a top-notch defense, but he ain't been doing shit. But he may turn up. So he the Mario Williams best, man. It's fucked up. So you had to go. He got his bread and start being on some dumb shit. So.
But they did it for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, but as long as they taking all that he was on the bear. He was on his shit dead cap space wise was damn near $80 million, $30 million next year alone in 2019 and so on. So Jacksonville took all that shit on their own and it was off our books totally. Then fuck it, we'll take the 6th round pick. So listen.
I got you.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question, man. I'm a. Can the Bills, in your opinion, can we at least get to the wild card? Can we make the playoffs this year, man? God.
Absolutely, but health is key, man. Health is key. And I hope that Deontay Thompson shit wasn't a fluke. I think he came in, we signed him the week before he played, and he's our first 100-yard rushing wide receiver in the game of the season. He had rapport with Tyrod before, but Doug Willie let him go, which was stupid. So I hope that continues, and Zay Jones get his fucking shit out the gutter and start catching these balls, and we can get some shit popping. But health-wise, because we so thin at certain positions on defense, the EJ Gaines nigga hurt again. He ain't playing, and it's a big drop-off between him and the dude that's behind him. So that shit may hurt, but, we got a chance. And we're going to be at home against Oakland this week. We beat Oakland, and we got to guess that Thursday. These 2 games is crucial. We go 2-0, or at least 1-1 in these games. We good.
Should we? All right. Should we jump the gun right now, or should we wait to sign the boy Hyde? Because he's nasty. He's nasty. He fits perfectly into the scheme.
Oh, no, he's good. No, he's staying. He's staying. He's absolutely staying.
We should sign him up now?
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's
young. How old is he? Like what?
He's young. He's like 20. He's like young, 25, 26. I mean, he's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Lock his ass up, man. We ain't had this nice of a backfield in a few years. You know, and that's the thing. So it's just thin.
I think we got at least one pick a game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
okay, we out here playing, man. All right. Man. In your opinion, and cause I don't know how deep you've been following it though, but I'm gonna get to my last sports question though. But in your opinion, Pete, what right now do you think? Who do you think right now is the surprise team of the NFL, and who right now will be your MVP candidate?
Shit. The surprise team in the NFL. That's a good question. I gotta say the Rams. For real, they balling. You know, the Jared Goff nigga, it was all just his. And you know what? Just real quick, and it's fucked up because Jeff Fisher always got a fucking job, and I never understood it. Went to the playoffs one time, went to the Super Bowl one time with Steve McNair, and that was it. And I feel he fucked up Vince Young. I think Vince Young could have had a long career if he wasn't drafted by Jeff Fisher. Because you see, as soon as Jeff Fisher left, Jared Goff barely looking like he can get the fucking MVP out here. He's balling. Todd Gurley back balling again. Like, they fucking balling. And the coach is the youngest coach ever in league history. Young as fuck. He's like 32 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. So, Vince Young, my bad, it's like, damn, he could have had an ill career. Jeff Fisher, white privilege, that's another story. Motherfucker had a job. I don't fucking get it, bro. But, yo, I gotta say the Rams, and you said who, MVP of the year? Damn. MVP of the year, I gotta say Kareem Hunt. Rookie of the year, MVP.
I'm saying
but they gonna give it to Tom Brady. They gonna say Tom Brady, but Kareem Hunt balling. Ooh, I can't be mad at that. The Philly balling.
And the Eagles are what, 6-1?
But I'm not. You know what? I'm not surprised by that, Amir, because if you look at it, and one of my homies, shout out to my man Wall Austin, he a Philly fan, and I told this nigga, I'm like, you have our coaching staff. You got Frank Wright, who is their offensive coordinator, and Jim Schwartz, who is their defensive coordinator. You got our fucking that's supposed to be us, my nigga. That's why the boys is nasty. They got our coaching staff, bro. So Carson Wentz went into a beautiful position. So yeah, I won't be mad. Yeah, he deserves it too. Absolutely. His grow up is mean this year.
How about this for justice? A coach who was a quarterback for our team, and the other guy was defensive coordinator. Two guys that proved themselves that they should have had the job, and they lost it, and now they're with each other, and they're balling.
Right. Balling, dog.
Hello, shout out to Jim Kelly, who never won a fucking Super Bowl. You fucking racist piece of shit. And shout out to Rex Ryan, who is riding the coattails of his dad, Buddy Ryan. Shout out to y'all too.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's gotta keep it real.
Right.
By the way, Rex bitch ass Ryan was a goddamn Trump supporter though, so fuck that bitch ass motherfucker though. Thank God you got the fuck up out of here. But man, it's they're balling. They're balling out there though, man. I mean, we ain't expecting to be 6-1.
Nah, but
I ain't expecting to be 6-1. Now, I will say the Rams were a surprise. I expect the Rams to be pretty much had a first or second pick again, or a third pick or whatever.
Right.
Though, but so the fact they're in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Though, well, could be in the playoffs, and the fact that you know what I'm saying the Eagles could be. Obviously, the Rams is a bigger surprise though. But
and they're not even using Sammy Watkins. They're not even using Sammy Watkins. The Eagles is balling, but I'm not surprised. That's just me, though. I'm not surprised. They got dude. I think, when we had Jim Schwartz, we had like the top 2 defense in the league. When he left, that's when it all went haywire. That's when Marcel Darius was stupid. You know, when he was there, Marcel Darius was the best in the fucking league. We was balling, and we didn't even had a secondary like that. Imagine him being that defense coordinator now with the secondary we fucking got, dog. That's why I'm not surprised.
The Bucs, though.
The Bucs? They could be better.
I am surprised at how I'm disappointed in the Bucks.
Yeah, me too.
That loss to us, good shit. But beyond that, I kind of expected them to be in the thick of the playoff hunt. They still could get there, maybe. I don't know. You know, that division, you never know. But
yeah,
I'm a little surprised at how they've been struggling.
No, I agree. Especially with the offensive power weaponry they got. I agree.
Now, before we get into our, me and Pete's poetry reels and lyrics, Chuck, and I know you can get in on this though. Before we go ahead and get into that aspect, though, just to kind of briefly touch on it. The Cowboys players stood. They fucking stood. They put their hands over their heart for the flag, like the slaves they are. And so I kind of just want to get your thoughts, man. Are we being too hard on them? Because these are young men, for the most part, most of them, young black men. To say it's coonery, should we give them a chance? Are they not? Were they? You know what I'm saying? Though, are these things though, or should we go ahead and go at them, not in a bad way, but in a way to kind of teach them that this is wrong. You were wrong for doing that. You had an opportunity to really stand for something against Jerry Jones, and you pussied out. And cause a lot of them don't understand that, and they're looking at different aspects. Kind of just briefly touch on that. You know what I'm saying? Though I know we got, we'll be going in a while though, but I said this is going to be that type of show. But what are kind of your thoughts though? Chuck kind of allude to that, and Pete, you know what I'm saying, though, you can kind of go, and then we can get right into the the aspect of the poetry and the lyrics.
So you're saying that, are we putting too much pressure on the young people to put their careers on the line from what, just use an example of what Jerry Jones said?
Yeah.
Okay. No. No.
Yeah.
Because when you take a stand, you can influence millions of people, right? Regardless of age, regardless of how old you are. Khalif Browder was fucking, he was young cat, 20, 23, 24. He was young, early 20s. What he did by not pleading guilty to something that he didn't, to a crime he didn't commit, which ultimately resulted in him spending extended time in Rikers, which led to his eventual suicide. If he wouldn't have took that stand, like, his story wouldn't have been told. And he said that in the documentary, like, look, my story wouldn't have been told. Right. Of course, now this is not as drastic as what he went through, but we're talking about taking a simple stand of, look, your boss says if you don't put your hand on your heart during the national anthem, there's going to be consequences. You have a decision to make at that point in time to say, you know what, fuck you, I'm not going to put my hand on my heart for this national anthem. Right. So no, we definitely aren't asking too much of them. I hope more of them would stand up and realize that black men are the face of NFL. Right? If every black man in NFL said, "Fuck it, let's roll out," NFL is going to crumble.
Yeah.
Immediately, fucking immediately.
A sport with the black people is just a game, like Chris Rock said.
Pretty much, oops. Right? I mean, because we're physically. Let me.
Ain't no good way to say it, Chuck. It is what it is. Yep, we're better.
Yeah, we're physically. We're just our bodies are physically better. You know, it's not racist. That's facts, nigga. Right? Science will fucking tell you. This is why they harvest black people's organs. But anyway, that's another story. But nah. I don't think we can put an age on when we are asking a black man or black woman in any case to stand up for a particular cause, because you never know who's watching, right? You never know who you can influence by taking that, what may seem like a simple act, right? What may seem some simple as, no, I'm not going to put my hand on my heart during the national anthem. Like, that may spark somebody else like, yo, this person really put their career on the line just for a cause like this. Right. So we're definitely not, in my opinion, not asking too much of our young people. And we have to. I mean, we got to let them know that, look, you're being watched. And not just in the sense of every Sunday on fucking TV, but you're being watched, like on a deeper level. So I hope I answered the question. I don't know if I did or not.
No, that answers it perfectly, man. Like, yeah, if there's with great power comes great responsibility, man. When you have a platform, you have to use it responsibly. So that's yeah. Pete?
The fucking Houston, Texas on there.
Shout out to, what's his name, McNair or some shit?
Some McNair, the straight gangster on these niggas. They straight said at the players owners meeting, yo, fucking, you can't have the inmates run the asylum. Like, that nigga was an inmate. Come on, man. That's the G-move. The thing, first of all, why are y'all having the players owners meeting to say how y'all should address these issues? Fuck how we should address these issues on the flag. These are the issues and the reason why we did the flag in the first place. So what the fuck is the point of the meeting for real? I mean, like, come on, man. Like, what are y'all going to the owners for? They don't give a fuck. Just do what we do and do what we say. And it's just like, damn, man. We actually the fucking I'm a Buffalo Bills fan and actually got hope for the playoffs this year. And out of all seasons, it had to be this one. But these white motherfuckers, this is just like, God damn it, I'm sorry. Still watching. I'm sorry. But yo, man, this shit is crazy, dog. It's like, yo, if Puff really talking about that on the league shit, let's rock with it. Fuck it. All y'all need is lead these motherfuckers, man. DeAndre Hopkins ain't even show up. He like, damn, I can't even go practice, man. What the fuck? He gonna say some shit like that, but and he gonna try to take it back. But you know how you feel, bro. That's how every one of you feel. It's Jerry Jones, man. That's he said what Jerry Jones basically thinking, like, I dare y'all motherfuckers. And I don't know, man. Some niggas need the bread. I can't judge. I wish somebody would stand up. Matter of fact, one of the players who put his fist up just got cut. I mean, he wasn't right. Yeah. He just got cut, man. So shit. I ain't gonna answer your question, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. That's yeah, that pretty much sums it up, man. It's famous line that Pete always says on the show, man. Ditto. Ditto to all that. Pete, man, are you ready to go ahead and get this shit started, man? Before we go ahead and close this show out, man, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 real quick. We can do that.
Yeah, it's coming with the Public Enemy, man. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, man. Let's give it to him, man.
Facts.
You want me to go? You want to go?
I rock out with. Hold on, here we go. And every joint I write, I give them all of me. Never faking nor lie. Remove the fuckery. Honest to all the guys, they not touching me, sharpening my thoughts through the books. Call that cutlery. The realest nigga in the circle, stay away from the squares. Never fronted. You can ask them, but they weren't there. One cat I truly buried got the sicker cell. Something we got in common because they say we both sick to sell. Different arenas with the truth in the lines. Went from novice to all mad when I potent them rhymes. I'm a beast with the pen, but still learning to live, working hard on this space so I can get in my kids. All the knowledge that I didn't get this money through the spitting, living lovely off of written, mediocre is forbidden. Terrible with the planning, I just get up and go. Grandma on the last leg, so the prayer's moving slow. Amen.
Nice. Yes, sir.
He coming with it, man. Listen, man. I said I'm gonna be petty today, so before I go ahead and head out and get this cut, man. Shout out to Classic Cuts, man. Shout out to my man Gregory Kerr. Go and check that out there, man. Here in Buffalo, man. My ode to skinny jeans. Holy EPMD, nigga. Get back to business. What the fuck is this? that I'm bearing witness. When they're treating these hoes like the wife and the wife, like these bitches become the shiznit. Can't believe these eyes have to witness. A piece of pussy over a piece of mind, that's bitch shit. Why does your pants look like spandex? Only a hat should be the only thing of a nigga that's fitted. So here's my question. Do you like pussy or do you have one? Which one is it? Listen, man. Listen, I had to get a little petty. We got to get petty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got to get petty sometimes,
We do.
man. But,
it's healthy,
in all
man.
seriousness, though, man, you know, we give the real. We get the real like always. I'm just gonna say my piece. Hey, listen, man. God loves y'all, and I barely tolerate y'all, man. Chuck, Pete.
That's what's up, man. Chuck, any final words from you, old brother?
Yeah, awesome fucking show, man. I know I said every week, man, but I really enjoy this time. I sometimes lose track of time when we had these conversations because we talk about some real shit, and as we always say, you will not hear these conversations on other shows. You will not. You will not hear, and that's because other shows they have white overseers. They got people that they got to answer to. This is our shit, right? Black Podcasters Network. We own this shit. There's nobody we're answering to. So
that's a fact, B. Word. Great show today, fellas. Hey, man, catch us on iTunes, iHeart, Spreaker every Friday, man. Good brother Chuck post the shows up. You know, if you love it, give us some feedback. Spread it to the fans. Keep it going. You know, catch us on the live cam coming soon in the next few weeks. And, you know, some things means peace. Yo.
That's going to be back in the town, right? That's going to be in the town next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You'll be here in Buffalo, baby.
Next week.
I'm going to get it really live, man.
Next week we're going to be live, man. So, two fingers means peace, man. We see y'all. We out.
Peace.